What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to Tower Defense Tuesday. Today we're going to take a look at Broken Universe from Jinthree Studio. Broken Universe launched into Steam in early access on May 24th, 2021. So it's still a young game, but boy, it has a lot to do in it. It's got a lovely little cartoony art style, and it's quite complex as you advance through the maps. Now, the full retail price of the game to get in early access is $7.99. This is another one, that's the full retail price, so definitely keep an eye out for any Steam sales or any promotions, as you could get this one for just an amazing price. The game has a ton of maps. There's still more coming. Currently, there's 140 different maps, 50 towers and barriers to use, 15 different skills. Let's take a look through it. Now, when I first logged into the game and I saw the first area in the first maps, you get a couple of tutorial maps and then 3 more maps in the first area with some special stages. Now, I'm thinking at first, all right, well, it just hit early access. Maybe that's all there is, but oh no. Once we clear that area, we jump to the next and we see this area has 7 maps and 5 special stages. If you come out to the planet view, here's the first area. Here's the second I just showed. Well, there is lots of areas after, so tons and tons of maps ready to go. As you see, more maps coming as well. Now, as you go through the maps, or as you level up, you're going to earn various towers, from a mini turret, a pinpoint striker. You got a small railgun. We've got several different kinds of barriers or walls. Spike barriers, iron fences, the basic stone barrier. You got a dual turret, just tons and tons of defenses to use. And as you see here, I have just scratched the surface, as you're going to continue to unlock these all the way up to level 20. Now, you can enhance these defenses. You're going to get materials as you do the maps, and this will allow you to enhance the different defenses. So say we wanted to enhance, let's say the laser turret here. If we wanted to enhance that, we can take a look at it. We need 500 of the gold, and we need 10 of the gears. So we can go ahead and level that one up. Reduce cost per level by 5. We've got enough to do that one too. We've got enough to do a couple on this one, actually. Oh, and no, now I'm out of gold. So still need to get back in and grind it out. I have gone through and enhanced the rest of these towers as far as I could with the resources that I had available. So I've been going with the small railgun, the ice cannon. In fact, I think I might change that out and use something else. So let's see. Let's try out that laser turret on this one, and we'll put that here where the ice cannon was. Then we've got the railgun. We've got plant covered barriers, which is a wall that recovers 5% of its HP every second. We've got stone barriers. I've got that pinpoint striker, and then a dual turret. So this is like my big range. This is closer range, and then this one is like a medium range, the small railgun. I'm anxious to try out this laser turret though. So let's go ahead and hop into a map and see what it's all about. Now, this game offers a bit of variety. It's a little different than most tower defense games. You actually choose where to place your defense. They're also quite difficult. This is a basic overview of what the map is going to look like. There's going to be hazards on the map. There's going to be a spawn point here, and then we choose where our core is going to be. So you then have to decide how you want to path the enemies around. And so far, from what I've seen, it doesn't look like this is a game where you can kill all the enemies. It's a matter of surviving a specific amount of time. Each map that you go into is going to have a different stage objective that's going to require a specific amount of time to complete, and you have to survive until that objective is complete. So it's quite difficult. Most of the last maps, like the last couple of maps here in the special stages, I did not get done in the first attempt. It took multiple attempts, and in fact the last one on the first area here took me like 3 or 4 attempts to get it done. So it's definitely quite challenging. Let's pop into a map I haven't played before and see if we can make something happen. So we're going to go ahead and jump on in. And now the first thing you do is you choose where you want to land. Now this will be your core or your objective you need to protect. As we see here, we've got some environmental defenses where these little like wheat field looking things, we're going to be able to ignite those and burn enemies. These light colored walls are walls that can be destroyed if you choose to go ahead and path enemies through that route. But you have to kind of decide how you want to path enemies around. So at first look, I'm thinking maybe if I put the core over in this area somewhere and then block it off and path the enemies like up and around here. Maybe even block it right there as well and continue to path the enemies around. We could probably block this one and path the enemies up and then back and over and around to our core. So let's go ahead and dive on in. We'll get it started here. We're going to choose this as our landing location and let's get it started. So as soon as we land there, we can go ahead and start building. I'm just going to go with a regular old vanilla wall there. Now, we have little drones that go out and do our repairs or place our defenses. You can create more drones and you can level those up as well. We're going to go ahead and ignite these bads right here. Let's go with another wall, say right there. And we're going to want a tower of some sort to go with it. Let's try out that laser tower since I haven't used that one yet. We've also got orbital airstrikes. There's an orbital healing support that you can throw in. There's just tons and tons and tons of stuff, you know, so lots to do. You can upgrade your towers in a lot of different ways. It looks like I'm just going to get straight old face stomped on this one. So let's see if we can't get something down. We'll get an orbital strike here as soon as these guys load up a little bit. Now, our landing pod can be repaired. So if you take some damage, it's no big deal. You can get it repaired up, and you're going to want to make sure that you do that. Let's go ahead and go with another tower here as last resort. And boy, man, we are just getting hammered here. Let's light some of these up and see if we can't burn some of these guys out before they come in this hot. As you see, I am just getting seriously swamped here on this one. So the challenge is there, y'all. There's plenty of challenge in the game, no doubt about it. Let's go ahead and upgrade this tower, and then you can also supplement your towers with the things you find on the map. So as you see there in the bottom left, if I throw this in, it's going to increase the HP by 100 and its defense rating by 2. So let's go ahead and drop that into that tower. What's this one going to do? It's going to increase the attack by 20%. Well, let's drop it in right here for that last resort. Let's see. Oh, we got it in already there. So we're getting swamped again. We're going to drop another orbital here and see if we can't survive this thing. If you look up on the top of the screen, the 85 seconds, that's how many more seconds I need to live to make it happen on this map. So it's looking sketch, y'all. It is looking sketch. I am getting beat down like there's no tomorrow. Now, your drones will automatically go out and repair if you don't issue them commands. So you're going to want to issue the commands to the drones to make sure that they're doing what you want them to do. And it looks like it's just too much for me here at the end. I am just getting swamped. Now, I still had 59 seconds I needed to survive. Now, as you see, when you fail the mission, you are still going to earn a small chunk of resources, not as much. So if you're beating your head against the mission, eventually you are going to power up enough to be able to roll through it. Now, let's take a look at some of the other features here. We've also got the lab. Now, the lab is going to be our research, where this is like a skill tree, and this does expand out quite a bit. As you see, I've only got a few points here getting started, and I've got nothing else to spend. But it's things like increases the physical attack of all buildings, increases attack range of all buildings. We got start with more resources, start with an additional drone. We got increased mining speed, which is going to make the timer run faster, as you're going to be able to mine out that objective quicker. We've got construction speed. So these are all related to building here. Increases the speed at which drones repair buildings by 10%. Actually, I think the mining speed is going to be destroying walls, like those destructible walls maybe. Not positive on that one. And then up top here, we've got our straight up defense. So this is going to be like wall health, or defense rating. Now, the defense rating, of course, is going to reduce the amount of damage taken. You can also configure your lander. So this is going to be resources that you find throughout as well. And you can upgrade various aspects of your lander. Now you see here, I have upgraded my defense to level 1, my durability to level 1, and my shield density to level 1. So I have gotten those upgrades in. I'm going to have to level up again to upgrade more. To upgrade this one, we see it's going to need 1,500 gold, 10 of the little nuts, and then 20 of the research. I've got the research, I just need the gold. Now remember, you can go back and replay maps as well. If you find a map that you like to play, you can by all means go through it. You can even change it up by changing the pathing or changing the location of where you drop your towers. But definitely one to keep an eye out. As I mentioned, it is in Steam Early Access. Quite complex. There's a lot to this game. There's a lot to figure out. You're not going to be able to just come in, drop some towers around, and win this game. There's no doubt about it. It's going to take a little bit of thought and a little bit of strategy and planning as you make your way through the Broken Universe. So just a quick look at Broken Universe on Steam. As always, all the links are down in the description below. Thank you so much to Jinthree Studio for providing me access to the game. I do appreciate it a ton, and I'm looking forward to playing it some more. But thanks again, y'all, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.